Hey guys, welcome back to the Alicia C Unlimited. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial on the fabulous Doja Cat. I call this the Doja Cat transformation because, as you will see later in the video, I went from 0 to 100 real quick. How are you guys doing on this quarantine? Because me, I think I'm getting cabin fever. So I came up with some ideas and I thought, why not turn into Doja Cat? She's fabulous, amazing, and I also have a pink wig. So starting the tutorial, I went ahead and grabbed my Smashbox Moisturizing Primer, which I'm placing all over my face, making sure that gets in my pores and combing up my eyebrows so we can get these things slanted. Doja for this makeup look has like some really Vulcan looking eyebrows, something like Spock, which I totally dig, but I didn't have a glue stick and honestly I didn't feel like putting in the effort to tack down the extra hairs that I have under the bulk of my eyebrow, so I just angled all of my eyebrow hairs in one direction and I went with the flow and filled everything in and covered it up with some concealer, and it seemed to have worked out pretty well. If you do want to go the extra mile, all you would have to do is, create the shape of the eyebrow that you are looking to make, and then you want to go ahead and glue the outlying hairs down, put some setting powder on it and some foundation and fill them in.
Yeah, fuck remote controller, man. What the fuck, nigga? It's PlayStation music. That's the mixtape PlayStation music. 11-10 music. Yeah. Well, yeah. Look. You rap niggas is orphan. That's about an abortion. My all-time greatest like Serena and Jordan. And the rhymes is mean and pristine like libraries. Bitches keep playing what I think Marion. But I'm thinking gazing. Bitch, you so crazy. Fully coolly is that king. And I do that thing. And I'm cold.
Okay guys, so now I'm taking my Honey Beige Air Spun powder. You can find this at Walmart. I wanted the translucent kind, but they ran out at my store, so I just grabbed the next best thing. I'm placing this in the areas that I typically highlight on my face. I heard that this trick works well for having foundation apply better, so I'm just going to try that this time and see if it works, and I got some pretty good results. So for me, I think it's a good idea because my skin tends to get oily as well. So for real guys, I think I really like the powder trick. I think it helps make the foundation stick to your face a little bit longer. It's definitely great if you want a more full coverage look and you're hoping for it to last for most of the day. I highly recommend. So next guys, I'm grabbing my Fenty Pro Filtr foundation in shade 370, and I'm just gonna go ahead and buff this all over my face using my, what is this called, Ultimate E.L.F blending brush. It's actually very dense and fluffy. I really like it, much better than a stippling brush, so I recommend this. I think it was like $5 or $6 at Ulta, so if you can, go grab that. It will change your foundation game. Okay, moving on, we're going to go ahead and take this Juvias Place I Am Magic Concealer in shade 13, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight under my eye, on top of my eyelid, my nose or my T-zone area, my cupid bow, and my chin. Those are the typical places I think that most people probably want to attract light or where they want to highlight their face. And then I'm going to take this Filthy Beauty Blending Sponge. It's not an actual beauty blender, it's like a knockoff beauty blender, but I'm going to go ahead and press all the concealer into my face and blend it out so it doesn't look how it looks right now. I don't think that would be very cute if I left it as is, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend it and then add some setting powder to set everything. 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me. That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? What it is though, we got that setting powder. Again, it's Juvias Place setting powder, but it is the I Am Magic setting powder in the shade Kahlahari. I actually really like the Juvias Place products. They're very easy to work with, I think. Like, they're very blendable, creamy. They work the way I think we would like for the products to work and how you intend for them to be used. So I really like the products, and they're very highly pigmented. Taking one of my fluffy powder brushes, I'm just going to go ahead and knock all the excess setting powder off of my face, because as you saw in my last transformation, in my Rihanna transformation video, I was still learning and I put way too much powder on my face. So next I went ahead and took one of my favorite contour kits. It's really affordable. It's literally like $5 or $6 at your local beauty supply. It's by Ruby Kisses. It's called the 3D Contour Artist Cream and Powder Contour Kits. You can find those pretty much at your local drugstore or at a beauty supply. I find them mostly at beauty supply stores, but I love these contour kits. They come in several different shades to include highlighting and color correction. So they're a really great find if you're able to get your hands on one. I highly recommend. I'm just going ahead and I'm contouring my face in the typical areas. Like, I pretty much have high cheekbones already, but I still like to contour anyway. So I'm gonna do that and contour my nose and then set everything with my powder. So watching this, because I'm talking way too fast, you would want to use the cream contour kit first and then set everything with the powder contour kit. So if you're watching now, I just grabbed a little fluffy eyeshadow brush and I used it to set my nose contour, and I'm using an angled contour brush to set my cheek contour. I'm sorry guys, I actually forgot to include the blush that I used, but this is the Beige Cosmetics Blush Neutrals palette, and I just picked a pink shade that matched the image that I had, a Doja Cat, so it was like a very pale pink, and I just applied it generously to my cheekbones. The highlighter that you see me using is actually by Makeup Revolution. It's like a pearlized highlighting powder, and as soon as I find the name, I will let you guys know. Okay, sis, we found the name of the powder for Makeup Revolution, the highlighter. It is called Peach Lights Vivid Baked Highlighter. I think these highlighters are literally only a couple of bucks. They might be like $5 or something. You can find it at Ulta. This is actually my first time using this on myself. Typically, I would say this is kind of ashy for my skin complexion, but it worked for this project. So, moving on to the palette that I used the Jackie Aina palette. Hey girl, hey. Girl, let me tell you about the Jackie Aina palette real quick. No, just kidding. But honestly, this is a really great palette. I actually did a review on this that I'll be posting later. But the shade that I used in the crease of my eye is called Ginger. Her palette is extremely buildable, blendable, highly pigmented. You barely have to use any of her product in order to see like full results. It performs really well and it's long lasting. So I really love this palette. It's the first time I've used the Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup palettes. I usually just use their eyebrow products, but it was great and I loved it. Back again with the concealer though. So the concealer again is the I Am Magic concealer in shade 13 by Juvias Place or Juvias Place. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm sorry in advance, everybody. It's been around for a long time. I know I'm late, but still. It's a great performing concealer. I usually only use it when I want like dramatic effects. So right now I'm using it in the crease of my eyes to create a cut crease look like we saw on Doja Cat, and blending everything out using my angled eyeshadow brush just to make sure that the precision is correct. So when you are putting the concealer on, be careful not to like look up while you're placing the eyeshadow on the wet concealer. We want to try to avoid any creasing if possible. For me, I just gathered all of my makeup supplies like very close to me so I wouldn't have to do too much maneuvering or like moving around while I was doing this cut crease. I'm not the best at cut creases, but practice makes perfect, and this seems simple enough, so it came out pretty well, I think. So I did go outside of the line of my crease a little bit, so I'm going back over my crease eyeshadow in the shade Ginger with more of that same shade, just to kind of make the crease look more precise and clean up any not straight lines, if that makes sense. So eyeliner. Sorry guys, I'm right-handed, so this was like kind of hard to film the way I was sitting. So I tried to get as close as possible so you guys could see the winged eye that I was working on. But essentially, you want to take whatever eyeliner you have. I think liquid is best for this look. Again, mine was in the shade Jet Black from E.L.F. That's only a few dollars. You can get that pretty much anywhere these days. Target is a great example of where to find it. But I just drew the line, like a very thick line, across the base of my eyelid until I got to the end, and then you'll see me draw a line so that way I'm able to connect it and then drag it back to the beginning point of my eyelid where I started my eyeliner. Let me know if that doesn't make sense, and feel free to watch it back a couple times. Eyeliner can be tricky, but I think you guys get it. Alright, so I took my white eyeliner by Ruby Kisses and I just put it in my waterline. I hate this part, it's always so uncomfortable. I don't know, I have an astigmatism, so it's like very annoying to me. But yeah, you want to go ahead and line your waterline with a white eyeliner like we see in the picture on Doja Cat. Again, showing you the fabulous Jackie Aina palette, going back in the shade Ginger. I'm just making sure that I correct everything, and then I'm dragging the shade that I used in my crease under my waterline to create some continuity of the eye look so it doesn't look like it just was slapped on my face. Well, bam. Okay, so we're on to the final finishing touches as far as this eye look goes. Thank God, because it literally took me, I don't even know how long this makeup took me, guys, but I did it for you. Did it for you. And the shade I use is a shimmer eyeshadow powder. It's called Dusk by Victoria's Secret. I'm not even sure if they still like make these single eyeshadows, but if they do, you should totally grab one. I like wearing them in the summertime. They have like a very ethereal look to them, and they're fun to wear, wet or dry. I'm sorry guys, I totally forgot to share what color I used on my lid. I used another Juvias Place product. It's the Madagascar 1 palette, I think. The Nubian 2 palette by Juvias Place is what I used on my lid. And I used the shade Zuri for the lid color. All my fellows, they be acting jealous. They don't understand me. Probably cause I'm fancy. Ooh. Just kidding guys, I'm not actually Doja, but I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I had so much fun making it, and I look forward to doing another celebrity transformation soon. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments below, and don't forget to thumbs up this video because I know you liked it. You like it.